Hi guys, so another back to basics witchcraft. I'd just like to start this off by saying I love doing these videos for you guys because I have to go back into my old books. I mean, back so far when I was first gathering information. I started these books and I even have them labeled because I wanted them all in blue. And I mean, even if you look over the side here, you'll see our TV, but before that, you'll see all the books that I am currently trying to, my big book of shadows is up here, like my family book of shadows, my personal book of shadows is down here, I've got another notebook over there. That's what goes into all of my planning for you guys. And I was actually sure I didn't have more information, and then I realized that I had these books, and my bigger book of shadows, and then that got me thinking, well, definitely the bigger book of shadows, and then that got me thinking, I saw these books, I'm like, oh, what do I have in here? I only have gone through one of these books so far, and you see all those little tabs? Yeah, those are all video ideas. So, good thing. So we'll get more information, and, I mean, I keep so much information, but I think that's what I'm trying to get at. I love having notebooks on hand. I have these, I think all of them are full. Definitely the first two are full. Oh, no, I barely even made a dent in this one, but, good to know. I will keep that more on hand then. But I have this notebook for just randomly things I see online. This one I just got for Christmas in a pack of 3 actually, so it came with more, and they're more video ideas there, but they're all, there's more to it. Like, this is specifically simple witchcrafting, and the one that I showed you over here, it's not such an elegant, it's just like one of those books that can go in a 3-ring binder. That is a lot of my back to basics witchcraft, which I'm going to take a lot of this information and put it into here just in case I need to redo any of these videos for any reason, just so I have it all in one spot there. Like I said, these were all, like, I just randomly saw something online and I would quickly write it down. So that's what's in these 3 books. Again, like I said, this book I've barely used, so I'm actually going to put that to the side of the use it. I have 3 more spiral notebooks, I think they're called. I couldn't think of the word. 3 more spiral notebooks over there. One with herbs in it. And different things that you could do with herbs, and I just like to keep myself sort of organized, whereas these were just like quickly written down, but now that I know what I'm going to be using them for, I will be transferring them into books, where it's a little less chaos. So with this, I wanted to start again with our back to basics witchcraft. Like I said, enough of my little rant there. Wanted to start with, and then it's a matter of just finding them afterwards. Okay, we were talking about, I think the last video I put up was on witches and their tools and things like that. I wanted to go, I found this, like I said, I have got a lot of information. The 8 tools that are usually used in witchcraft and why they are used, wanted to go into a little bit, but like I've said many a times, if you feel like it should or shouldn't be used for witchcraft, use it or don't use it for witchcraft. It's all up to you there. So this are the 8 tools of the witch. So, first is, that I have written down here, is the athame, a tool of the element of fire or air. It's a double-edged ritual dagger, traditionally with a black hilt, used to cast circles of protection, banish negative energy, and charge and consecrate objects. I have mine close by. If I can grab at it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I have a few of these, but this one's my favorite because it was gifted to me. Is this one gifted to me? I don't know. I have two that look very similar. One was gifted to me by my big brother, and I love it to pieces. I think it was this one. It's already got wax on it. But this would be your athame. Some come sheathed, some don't. Mine is not sharp. Because it is a ritual dagger, it's not supposed to cut things. It's just supposed to cut energy there. But that's what mine looks like. There, one of them. I've got quite a few, like I said. There's just a jewel on the bottom there, and it is used to direct energy. Usually that's what I use mine for. If I'm doing bigger circles or things like that, I do have, again, not sharp, a slightly larger one to direct energy. Or, I mean, you could direct energy with your finger, for heaven's sakes. The bell is a tool used of invocation. Bells are most often used to banish negative influences for space clearing at the beginning of rituals. You can use any, like, you can use cymbals or anything like that. Anything with a little bit of a chime. My bell, I have no idea where it is. It's in one of my bins. Like I said, I'm moving to the upstairs apartment, so things are put away. But my bell was gifted to me. I didn't buy it. You can find really cute little bells at thrift stores and things like that. The bell I have was my grandparents'. I don't even know if it was just theirs or they got it from somebody else or something like that. It's been that long in my family. So, I mean, you don't have to have like some special looking bell. Mine is just a little golden bell that, beautiful golden bell that I loved as a child, and just kind of that love stuck with me, so I got it. The besom is a broom used to purify rituals and celebration areas by symbolically sweeping away negative energies. Besoms are also used to protect against negativity and psychic attacks. I, at present, do not have one. I stepped on my last one, and I just haven't gotten another one since. But it is in my repertoire to either make my own. You can make your own if you do have the skills. There are many brew making tutorials on YouTube. I suggest you look them up. Some of them are fantastic. I just haven't gotten the supplies yet. So, and because I'm moving houses, I prefer not to bring one, even though it's a basement, to just the top floor. I would rather not bring residual energies from one place to the other. And the cauldron, a tool of the element of water. It's a pot or vessel used in the making of brews and potions, and for making of small fires for certain magical rites. Cauldrons can also be used for divination purposes and are a symbol of death and birth or rebirth, and the womb of the goddess. Now, I have a couple different versions of cauldrons. I've got a small tiny one for my incense. I have a bigger, larger cast iron pot that I actually make ritual fires into, that obviously isn't an inside thing, that obviously stays outside. If you've been on my channel a while, you've seen a couple of my fires in it. It's just a small pot. I bought it, I think, for $35 at the Antiques Mall near my house. Again, a good place to find little items and things like that that maybe you might not think that they have. I would definitely check and look there. And then I have one that I do my potions and things in, like one that's in the kitchen. So I have them all designated because you don't want to use your fire pot on your stove, obviously, there. So I have them a little bit differently that way. I tried to do most of mine cast iron or stainless steel, and so they are. I have one that's of a different, you've seen that before. I think I put it over here. No, I've put it away now. It sometimes is on my altar for incense purposes as well, but I have a little one with 3 feet that just kind of sits on my altar that I really, really love, actually. And I bought that a long time ago when I thought, you know, my tools needed to be kind of expensive. But I'm learning that, well, not learning that now, but I have learned that that doesn't have to be the case. The censer is a tool for the element of air. It's a container, usually with a handle, for ease in carrying, used to burn incense during rituals and celebrations. I do not have one. I use a bowl with salt or sand, or I have a shell, an abalone shell, a big one, like about this big, that sits on actually a wooden stand. It's actually just in one of the drawers behind me. Again, put away so that we can move upstairs. But I use that in rituals and things like that as well. The chalice, a tool of the element water, used to symbolize both the containment and the womb of the goddess. The chalice is also used to hold blessed water, libations of wine, and libations of wine during ritual. Now, you've seen mine. I don't know if it's out. Oh, yeah, it's still out. Let me find it. Excuse me. I bought mine. I have 2 different versions. I have a middle one that, again, I think was gifted to me, but I know it was expensive because I've seen it in stores more often. However, this is my favorite one. This I bought at the same antique small. If you're looking for special little items, they're sometimes the perfect place to go. I saw this and it was like $4, and I'm like, yes, I have to have that. That is calling to me. I also have blue ones that are absolutely adorable that are packed away somewhere, that were also one of those. They were like, I bought both of them, I think, for $10, both of them together. Not a piece, just both of them together. And I love all of them, and I did not spend very much on any of them. You do not have to. You, for heaven's sakes, if you do not have a lot of money, the dollar store, and I do have a video coming up, especially if you're doing stuff for your altar. I have altar stuff coming up about dollar store and altar items, but these you can go to the dollar store for. If something speaks to you, there are black ones, there are blue ones, there's ones, white, clear ones with blue handles, there's like clear ones with green handles, or there's green ones. It's all up to you. You do what you feel you like to have there. That's what my chalice is. If you wanted just a cute little bowl with whatever in, do that too. And the pentacle is a tool of the element earth, and is a round solid disc made from stone, wood, or metal with a pentagram either drawn on it or carved into it. Now, I do not have it in any of those forms. I have a little one in bakeable clay. So that's another thing. You can make them in also bakeable clay or salt dough, and that's going to be another video that I'm going to have, just in a different area. It's one of my simple witching ones. It's because it's only 3 ingredients, really, and that's all you need to make this, and you can make it if you're just starting out and you've got no materials on you whatsoever, except for some things in your kitchen. That's it. Okay. And your wand. And a tool of the element of fire or air. Again, it's a tool of invocation. Wands are used to charge objects, bestow blessings, draw down the moon during rituals and celebrations, and to invoke the god and goddess. Wands can be made of wood, glass, or various metals, and are sometimes tipped on one or both ends with a crystal or a gemstone. This is true. I have 2 different types of wands. You'll see me more often using my green one, which is fully wooden. I bought that online for like $5. Just complete wood. It's gorgeous. I love it. And then I got gifted to me, actually, tipped on both ends, one with I don't even know where that one is. I use it more for Sabbats and things like that, just because it is a bit daintier because it's got a pointed crystal on one end of a clear quartz and an amethyst on the other end, I believe. Like I said, I would have to look at it in order to tell you. But those are my two wands, and those are my go-to. You could, originally, I was using a wooden chopstick, even that I decorated, and put a small crystal at the top and a small crystal at the bottom. You could even do that. It doesn't have to be widely expensive or out there or anything like that. So that's all I have for you for this video. Blessed be, and keep crafting, witches.